Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. You're watching Nub's Collection, a YouTube series dedicated to the cataloging and review of every game in my physical media collection. As always, I am your host, Victory Nub, and today we are looking at Super Mario Bros., developed by Nintendo's Research and Development 4 team and released in November of 1988. Now, you're looking at the screen right now and you're seeing a date that says 1985 and going, hey, what gives? You just said 1988. And the answer is quite simple. This series was always about me looking at games in order of release date, and specifically the game that I own, the Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt combo cartridge, was a pack-in that they added to the Nintendo Entertainment System console shortly after the release of Super Mario Bros. 2, or maybe shortly before. I'm not sure about that, but ultimately, the release date of Super Mario Bros. 2, which we looked at in a previous episode, was October of 1988, and this combo cartridge was released a month later. So, while it does sound like I'm cheating a little bit, sorry, I had to move the stick to keep it moving. Yes, this is a newer game, quoties, than the Super Mario Bros. 2 game. As silly as that sounds, yes. So we are looking at this after Super Mario Bros. 2. Hopefully it won't affect what we're going to talk about in the game today. Also, if you are sharp enough to look at the borders of the screen, you're saying, hey, wait a minute, this is the Switch version of the game, not an actual cartridge. And the answer for that is quite simple. My copy no longer works. One of the problems that Nintendo had with their NES cartridges is they did tend to warp or break or deteriorate over time. I have about 5 cartridges out of my entire collection, unfortunately, that no longer work. This is one of them. We lucked out with the Sega Master System cartridges simply because none of them failed. I had a single issue with the very first game that we looked at for this entire series, Ghost House, simply because it was part of the smaller game card style cartridges that they made for the Sega Master System, and that one, for whatever reason, was always a little bit finicky, but I managed to get it to work. This game I could not get to work no matter what I did. So yes, we are looking at it through the Switch Online library. Apologies in advance. However, as I just said before, and we'll have a little picture pop up, I do own the cartridge. We will also have an episode, I can speak, based on the game Blaster Master, which is also a part of the Switch Online library, and also which, unfortunately, my copy no longer works. So let's go ahead and do the story setup for the game. This section is called Object of the Game / Game Description, because this was back when Nintendo had absolutely no art to their game descriptions. One day, the kingdom of the peaceful mushroom people was invaded by the Koopa, a tribe of turtles famous for their black magic. The quiet, peace-loving mushroom people were turned into mere stones, bricks, and even field horsehair plants, and the mushroom kingdom fell into ruin. The only one who can undo the magic spell on the mushroom people and return them to their normal selves is the Princess Toadstool, the daughter of the Mushroom King. Unfortunately, she is presently in the hands of the great Koopa Turtle King. Mario, the hero of the story, maybe, hears about the Mushroom People's plight and sets out on a quest to free the Mushroom Princess from the evil Koopa and restore the fallen kingdom of the Mushroom People. You are Mario. It's up to you to save the Mushroom People from the black magic of the Koopa. I find it interesting, and that's why I did that long pause, that they say Mario's the hero of the story, and then in parentheses, maybe. I don't understand what they were going for that. Maybe they were trying to say that, you're only the savior if you win. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. So this game, I remember playing it and thinking that it is special simply because of the one thing that I think this game revolutionized, and maybe it wasn't the first game to do it, but it was certainly the first game that did it well, which is that it actually has a scrolling screen. Most of the games that I remember playing from the Atari or in television back in the day, if you had any kind of level design that changed, and not all games did, they usually were just one static screen. And this game was very different from those in the sense that you had a level that scrolled as you walked through it. Now I realized that we got our Nintendo after we got the Sega Master System, so there were games that we looked at that certainly had scrolling areas. We did own both of those systems at the same time. It wasn't like I bought the Sega Master System and bought every single game and then bought a Nintendo. We had both simultaneously, so it is very likely, although I cannot say for certain, that we had this system. Why aren't you dropping? There you go. Roughly around the time that we would have started getting games for the Sega Master System that also had side-scrolling elements to it. It is also possible, and I cannot confirm for certain, that we had either rented a Nintendo console or simply saw one at a friend's or family member's house, and that's how I first experienced the game. But I do remember feeling that there was, something cool and unique about the system because of that side-scrolling aspect of it. And that's something that I don't know if I mentioned much at all about the... Whoa! Don't let them get you. There we go. About Super Mario Brothers 2, simply because... Uh-oh. There we go. Hey. Simply because that was probably not the first game... Sweet! This is all like muscle memory. I'm not remembering any of these things. They're just kind of popping up just out of habit. But yeah, I don't think Super Mario Brothers 2, even though it was a quote-unquote older game, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to cheat. We're going to play through these levels like a normal person would. And I'm sure a normal person at this point already knows where the warp pipes are, and they would have gone back there and gotten in one of them. But yeah, even though Super Mario Brothers 2 is an older game, and we played it earlier in the collection, I'm sure I played this one before I played that. Through some other connection, either from family members or friends or whatever, maybe a rental. Oh, suck it! Now, one of the things that I always marveled at, and I'm sure people have had lots of diatribe in the however many years it's been, 36, 37 years since this game came out, about the fact that the power-ups that Mario uses in this game very much are, if not literally, symbolically similar to drugs. And the ones that we're specifically talking about are the mushroom, of course, would probably be, what's the scientific term for the chemical in most shrooms? Psilocybin, something like that. You eat a mushroom and then suddenly you think you're bigger. When you pick up the fire flower, a flower that gives you fire powers, that sounds kind of like heroin. When you're using heroin, you're said to be chasing the dragon. And of course, when you pick up the star and become invincible, I don't know why I did that. It's very similar and has lots of bright, flashy colors to an LSD trip. So the fact that I did not know that was there, that was pure guess. Oh, come on! I thought you could jump through that. It's been a while since I played the original. But yeah, oh, what was I doing? The similarities to drugs are easy to see. Was that what the original creator of the game was going for? Absolutely not. I don't think they would make a game for a system that was primarily targeted and marketed to kids and have lots of drug references in it. That would probably get poor Shigeru Miyamoto fired, and he would never be able to make a game again in his life, so... Got it again. That time I kind of bumped into it from the side. Alright, since they wouldn't let me do it last time, there we go. Jerk. King Koopa. So if this isn't Princess Toadstool, or the Mushroom Princess as they described in the story, I have to ask, who is that supposed to be? And if it's, you know, one of her retainers, why didn't they get turned? Ow! I'm gonna try to get the one-up trick. I think it's in this area. It may even be this level. I'm not 100% certain on that. Woo! I will also say in this may be... Oh, come on. I thought that was a coin block. This may just be the fact that most of us who had, you know, the original carts for these games had, you know, crappy cables, and those cables were not the greatest at conveying the pixel art that you can see so cleanly now, but I always thought that he wore a brown shirt, and this looks more green than brown. So I'm not sure if that's just my imagination, or they touched up the colors a little bit when they re-released this. I just find it very interesting that it looks like he's wearing a green shirt instead of brown. Hey. Oh, come on. Fire flower? No, come on. No! That was stupid. Meh. I think some people have said that if you're doing speed running in this game, that the strategy is actually to not touch the top, to touch the bottom, because your character model doesn't have to slide down the pole. So it's actually faster to not try for the very tippy top. I thought it was this area. Maybe the one-up trick's actually in the third level? Maybe it's not even this world. But yeah, long-time players of this game remember that the trick to getting as many lives as you want, there is a Koopa shell that appears on the blocks going up to the flagpole at the end of one level, and if you step on it at just the right spot on the steps, you can hop up and down on that block infinitely and get, you know, as many one-ups as you want. I will say that I've done it before. I don't recall doing it tons when I would play this game, because it was one of those things when I was younger that I probably wasn't aware of it being a trick even, and if I was never good enough to do it. So it is what it is. I'm going to be disappointed if I don't get some fireworks before we finish our look at this game today. I'm going to get it. I am going to get it. Alright, if this is the level we're looking at, then no, I don't think I will get a Koopa shell here. It must be the third world. I am Whoa! That fish was close enough that some of its, like, slimy skin, like, rubbed my cheek on the way by. I'm remembering that the area that you have to do it in is set at night, and I think that is the third world, so we'll find out shortly, because we're almost done with Area 2. Here we go, I botched that again. Now, as the story indicated, all the stones and bricks that we're looking at are actually people, so does that mean every time Mario hits a block that's just, you know, a bunch of bricks, he's actually murdering some mushroom people? That would be horrible. Ah, come on! Stop. Oop. Oh, look at that. That's timing. Oh, come on. That is some swag jumping right there. Oh, hip, and see you. I feel sorry for that poor Toad man. His butt is so low to the ground, he basically drags it everywhere he walks. That has to hurt. This is definitely the area. I couldn't remember where it was, but this is it. Okay, come on. I don't remember those guys being as menacing in the past as they were right now. Good lord. Whee! Pure gas, I had no idea that was gonna work. Come on. Okay, I guess you're not doing it. Fine. I'll get it another way. There we go. See, it worked the other way. You're just being difficult. That mushroom man definitely does not want to be murdered by me. Sweet. It's the first star we've gotten. I want to try to get a flower. There we go. I always thought it was interesting that in the first game they give you a ton of time of invincibility, and in the follow-up games it was so short. You got barely any time. It was like maybe 5 seconds. This game, it's almost 10. Here we go. All right, let's see if I can get it. Nope, not like that. Oh, that might be it. That might be it. Nope, that wasn't it. I botched it. I want those extra lives! I think it has to be hanging over the edge of the cliff a little bit. Gotcha. Oh, no, I can't get back. Well, maybe. Yep. All right. Let the one go, because we don't want to get hurt by the other trying to bounce on him. I don't think there's anything in... Oh, yeah, there is. Alright, well, we got it. Almost lost it right there. Alright, let him go and try to get this one. No, I botched again. Alright, forget it. But basically, yeah, if you stomp the Koopa shell while he's kind of hanging over the edge here, you can bounce up and down on it a couple of times. And if you do it long enough, you'll actually get a string of one-ups. I'll get one firework, right? Hey! I got a firework. I'm happy. Woo! Oh, come on. There you go. Let's do it! Now look at this, it goes forever! Ah, well, maybe not that forever. Somewhat forever. I don't think there's a bonus for 8 on the timer. And the number of fireworks, as everyone knows, is based on the last digit of the timer when you touch the flagpole. I believe. And if I'm wrong, I'll put a little thing up there that says, no, idiot, it's not that, it's this. By the way, someone had put the first dislike on one of my YouTube videos the other day, and it was shockingly, or not so shockingly, for the Super Mario Bros. 2 episode, and I have a feeling it's because of either the fact that I couldn't get anything right about the details for the game, or the fact that I kept dunking on myself because I was so bad at the game. Look, it was a very long time since I played that game. My memory of it is not as sharp as it used to be. And if it's just some random viewer on YouTube, I apologize it for nothing! I will make fun of myself as much as I want in my videos, thank you. Whoa, whoa. Oh, come on! I think half of the fun of these videos is not being as good as I think I am at these games. I mean, there's plenty of games where it's like I have the muscle memory and I'm a big enough fan of them that I have no problem playing through them and beating them. And we had I think Golvelius, I managed to get through that entire game without dying a single time. And I have a feeling when I was a kid, that wasn't the case. I probably died tons playing that game. So, playing games like this where, you know, maybe I'm not quite as good as... Oh, I don't know how I didn't get hit by that. Not quite as good as probably people would have liked to have seen or expected. I'm alright with that because ultimately there are going to be games that are in my wheelhouse that I am good at. We're recording this while I'm still in the middle of doing my long play for Bloodborne, and I'm sure there are people who watch me play that and are just mystified at the fact that I can get through that game fairly easily. But when I play, you know, a simple game like Super Mario Brothers, I die at the stupidest things. Well, that's part of the process of playing a game so often that you can beat it easily, and also aging. So stupid crap like that happens because, you know, my reflexes aren't as fast as they used to be. One of these was like, there we go. Come on, get it. There we go. Let's go. That's not worth it. Just keep running. One of these is a fire flower. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Let me buy. There we go. Up. There we go. Want that. Don't let him touch you! And payback. I think he comes back. Does he come back in this one? I know they come back in the third game. I don't know if they do here. Guess we'll find out if I take too long. I don't know what that is. It's probably just a coin block. What are these supposed to be, by the way? Are they castles? Are they little forts throughout the play area? Oh. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I'm getting that muscle memory back. I believe this is where you get the second warp where you can go straight to the end of the game, but I don't need that. I ain't no chump. I'm just gonna play like a normal person. And by normal person, I mean the guy who just runs over the top of the entire level because he doesn't want to deal with anything. Way! Oh! Darth Vader helmet! I can't be the only person who ever thought that looked kind of like Darth Vader when they were a kid. I tacitly refuse to believe that I was the only one. Oh, nothing. Let's go. Am I my last life? That would be unfortunate. I mean, I'm not expecting to beat the game today, but that would be awesome. I am on my last life. I don't think they give you 0 lives. I think it's 1 and then you're done. So I need to be careful and pick up some coins. Whoa! Get that mushroom! No, 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 no! I died trying to get I'm an idiot. Now, I don't know if everyone knew about this. I was certainly a dumb kid and I didn't realize this, but you can select the level, I think. There's a way to do it, and I don't remember what it is, but I think we'll take the warp pipe here just to get a couple more levels in, and then we'll call it a day on this episode. I'm sure I'm also not the only person who ever thought that the Goombas were supposed to be evil mushrooms, but I don't know if they've ever actually described what exactly Goombas are in any of the video games ever made featuring Super Mario characters. They are, right? They're just evil mushrooms. Okay, come on. What are you doing? Fat fingers. Just trying to skip and I hit the wrong button. Boink, boink. We're not gonna bother with all that. We just want to get to the end, kid. Oh. Way. Up. Oh. Up. Alright, let's do the warp pipes. We'll go to 4, because I think from 4 is how you get to the last area. Or second to last area. Do they let you go all the way to 8? I think you have to play through 7 before you can do the last one. I guess the only way to find out is to cheat and go through the warp pipe again. Haha, caught you midair. Oh, that bounced right off that piranha plant's forehead. Get out of here. Alright, so let's find out what this was. It's just a coin block, right? Yeah. Now let's see if I can get the momentum back up here. Yeah. And then... Oh, look at that! Mwah! Chef's kiss. I earned that. I gotta be honest, his just normal walk is very energetic. I just committed suicide. I was trying to make a point about the fact that he puts a lot of energy into his arm and leg movement when he walks. And in the process, I committed suicide. That's right. Oh, there we go. Firefly right there. Yeah. Whee! And oh, it's not here yet, is it? It's further. So all the way there it is. And oh, it just takes you to 5. I guess there is one in 5 that you can use. I don't know. That's all right. Guess what? We're a little bit ahead of where we were before I died because I'm terrible at this game. So if there was a warp pipe that I was supposed to take and I didn't do it, oh well. We won't cheat and go all the way to the end. We'll just kind of get to the end. Oh, I should have let that go. Ah well. Oh! And I thought there was a... Ooh. I thought there was a beanstalk in this area for some reason. Maybe there is, and I just missed it. I had no idea that that was there. Really? I didn't. Come on. Time's a-wasting. Time's a-wasting on that clock that goes way faster than an actual second. But they do not give you time to mess around in this one. Alright. Which is why I was so adamant to waste time before we pointed that out. Ah, come on! Ah, crap, and then I botched. I can get back up there, right? Oh, yeah, look at that. Come on! Can't stop me, kid. Can you get 3? I think you can get 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Oh, what was that? That was the worst stomp in the history of stomping enemies in this game. I didn't even step on his head, I just stepped on one of his hands and he was like, nope, I'm out of here. Come on, one mushroom. Why do I keep hitting the same block? Nothing. They jobbed me, look at this. I have to go kill a Darth Vader helmet. Boop. Oh, nice. There's my extra life. And my mushroom. And then I botched it. Second chance, I got it that time. Ooh. I got a firework that time. I haven't gotten a 6 yet. Or if I have, I didn't remember getting it. Whoa. Oh, you jerk. Whoa, okay. Got that one out of the way. Oh, I was worried that was going in the pit. Couldn't tell. Thankfully, it did not. Thank you. Boy, I had forgotten how cheesy some of the clipping in this game is. Like, I'm going through sides of blocks and bouncing off of the arms of enemies instead of their heads. Ow. Wow, look at that! What was that? I was fully under that bullet and they counted as a stomp. Oh, I gotta find... I'm gonna go through the editing software and see if I can't find a way to do slow-mo and show that, because I should be dead right now. It's not worth it. Not worth dying for that. Now, this may be because when I was a kid, one of my favorite foods ever was shrimp, but I always thought that the fireballs in this game looked like little tiny shrimps. I'm not crazy, am I? Look at those things. They totally look like shrimp. Woo! Get these out of the way. Jump! And see ya! There's no way he can walk around without dragging his ass on the ground everywhere he goes. You know, I didn't think we would be able to get all the way to the end, but maybe we will. Who knows? That'd be fun to beat a game again on the standard Nubs Collection run. I think the last time we did that was Ghostbusters? And that was an achievement all its own, because I don't think I had ever actually beaten the game before without cheating. Because that is one of the hardest final bosses I think I've ever played, because it takes so long to get to it. And you have one shot. Whee! It's got to be a fort, right? Because you're jumping onto a flagpole and pulling the flag down and then putting your own flag up, right? So that's basically how you announce that your side in a conflict had won, is if you took the flag down from a fort and put up your own flag. Ah! Why did I do that? Alright, get out of there. Oh. Well, there are a lot of underwater areas in this game that are just found in pipes. This one looks almost identical to the previous one. It is! Look at the same frickin' pipe. Oh. Nope. Alright. Get... Oh! Whew, I thought I had missed that. Ah! Come on! That's some garbage. I think they... Well, they at least put me back where I was before I died. Ooh. There's something there. I can't get it. Yeah, this is about where I was. Alright. Alright. Nope. How about you? 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 Nothing. We're not to the point yet in the run where we're going to start seeing lots of Hammer Brothers. Last level where all you do is you just walk down the main drag and just run into Hammer Brothers just standing around on the ground. Not fun. If you don't have a fire flower. If you have a fire flower, it's no big deal. I want another shot at the... Ah, couldn't get it. I don't know if it's just that one area. Hey, I got my 6. Or if you could do it here too, if you were lucky enough to get him to land on a ledge, but I think you could do it there. Ooh, they sucked all the color out of this area. No! Nope. Botch that jump. Got it. Oh, come on, I got all of them. Whoo! I swear I'm not trying to show off. This is just muscle memory, man. Oh, okay, see? Ow! I can get this. Yep. No! Come on, you got nothing, son. I'm wishing I got fireworks set at the end of every level just so I could have a second to drink. It's soda, not alcohol. I don't drink in game unless it's for a drinking game. I don't know why I said I don't drink in game. I literally have done 2 very specific games. I did it again. I don't know why I keep doing that. I feel like I'm just trying to show off and bonk my head off the fire block, and it hurts me every time. That's alright. I'll get past them. Or not. I don't know if they give you enough power-ups to get the fire, because that would be an area where you'd just want to hit them with fireballs and that's it. No, because I think this was it. It was the only thing here. Okay, wait. There we go. And jump. And stop. And go. And stop. And do not try to jump into the block. That is suicide. Hey, idiot, don't jump headfirst into a fire. Oh, cool. I think that's every single level they put that in. Just jump into them. That's fine. Whatever. See ya. Go talk to my friend whose butt drags on the ground everywhere he walks. If he can walk. Maybe he's stuck there forever. Oh, I almost jumped right into that. That would have been really dumb. Really dumb. Whee! Nope. I just wanted to see what was in these! And I did. Oh. See ya. This is the most suicidally stupid coin block ever. You don't need to touch it, and you do anyway! Ah, the hammer got me. Alright, I would have loved to have beaten the game in this run, but I think we're going to call it there. So let's go ahead and wrap things up with the review phase. As always, we do the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is that this game, after... what's it been, 36, maybe 37 years since we're almost on the new year for 2022. This game's still a blast. I mean, I don't animate myself more than I normally would be animated when I'm playing a game. Usually, if I sound very excited whenever I make a jump or dodge something, that's genuine. And as you could tell, watching this episode, yeah, I was having a lot of fun with this game. It's still genuinely entertaining, and I think that's the reason why they've spawned so many sequels, and they went back and released it and re-released it and re-released it multiple times, because this game is still fun so many years later. The momentum that the character has it takes a little getting used to, because the momentum system for each of the Mario games, I think, gets tweaked a little bit for what they're looking for. And the momentum for your character in this game versus Super Mario 3, which I think I'm more familiar with, is a little bit different. He has a little more heft. He slides a little bit further. Jumping, you're not quite as in control as in the third game, but once you get used to it, there is a lot of fun to it. And you could see that there was a little bit of fun with clipping in this game, where I was stomping on enemies, getting around blocks in ways that should not have worked, but it didn't detract from the game. It actually added to it, because I was amused by the instances where it did happen. So that is good. The bad, I would say it's a very short game if you know what you're doing. I mean, we played it for 41 minutes and I almost beat it. I was on level 7, and if I had kept going, probably maybe another 10 minutes, I would have had the entire game beaten. So it's hard to say that's a bad when you consider the game came out in 1985, and there wasn't a lot of depth in video games in 1985, unfortunately. Usually the replay value of a game was the fact that you were just looking at a static screen with basically an endless number of levels where you just kind of kill enemies or grab an item to get it to an exit, and then you repeat over and over and over until you get to whatever high score you're trying to reach, or you run out of quarters. This game had a defined start and end. There was a final boss. Once you beat him, you found the princess, game over. Technically, yes, you could do a loop around the game, I think, at the end, especially in the arcade version of this game, but it had an end point. But again, kind of short. As far as the ugly, again, I don't get why his clothing looks green here. I will fully admit, full disclosure, my favorite 2 words on the standard channel, that I am colorblind. I have difficult time seeing certain shades of green, but that undershirt and shoes and even his eyes and mustache look green to me, kind of like an olive green, and I don't remember that being the case at all. So I don't know if that's just that we're looking at a Switch version, or maybe it was always that way, and because of the muddled nature of the RF switches and composite cables that you would have used with your old Nintendo systems, you couldn't really tell the difference. But here in this pixel perfect representation of the game, that sticks out, and it's jarring when you know that future versions of the character have, the blue overalls with the red shirt and the red hat, and this is just weird. And in fact, the regular Mario Brothers game, the one where you're just killing bugs and crabs, and that version of the character, I think, even had the blue and red. They may have been flip-flopped. I can't remember if that's Donkey Kong or original Mario Brothers, but there was a version where the overalls were red and the shirt and hat, I believe, were blue. And they eventually switched those the other way, and that's the version of Mario that we all are familiar with. But yeah, this is unusual to look at. So let's go ahead and give this game a score. We do our scoring in Randars, because he is our hero, our watchful protector, our Dark Knight. I don't know why I'm talking in Christopher Nolan terms. But we do it from 1 to 10 Randars, and this game gets a very high score. I still enjoyed it quite a bit. We're going to give this, I'm going to say 8 Randars. I think that's a very fair score. It's going to lose 2 points simply because of the shortness of the game, the brevity. It's not a very long game. and that can take some points away. Not to mention, when you compare the design of the third game to this game, the levels are very simplistic in design. It's very much just left or right. There's not a ton of verticality to it. And in future games, they added an element of verticality. In the second game, there's a lot of areas where you go straight up and straight down as part of the design of the map. In the third game, not only are you going left and right and up and down, but you can do it at a diagonal because the areas that you play through are enormous. But being the first game, you know, this one, it's straight up left or right, and that's the entire design of the game. Another thing that they addressed in, I think, the third game, there are elements of that game where you literally go from right to left, which just melts the human brain. There are definitely areas where you kind of drop down. You have to go back to the left at least one level. I'm not 100% certain. It was multiple times, but I know there was at least one area where you did that. But this one, left or right, every single level. So that and the shortness of the game is what takes off points for it. But otherwise, 8 Randars, still a very fun game, and I am happy that we looked at it today. So that's going to do it for this episode of Nubs Collection. As always, I do appreciate every single one of you watching these episodes, even the ones where I laugh like an idiot at how terrible I am. But thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you next time.